Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another DCA Hangout. I am joined here at this time so far with fellow DCA member Calamania 007.
What's up, man? Good to be here. Good to be here.
Yeah, and of course, the man from the shadows, the Shadow Man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Jesse. It's great to be here, as always, on the DCA Hangout.
Got it, man. Glad to have you here, as usual.
Yeah.
So I figured we'd do an open topic thing. The guests can bring the topics in because, make it interesting. I also have the Q&A thingy active. I don't know how to use it. So I just opened it, and when questions appear, I will let you people know.
And just to actually, Jesse, to interject, because some people are confused. They think that when you post in the comments section down below, that's how the Q&A thing works, and it doesn't. In the video, like in the box that you guys see on the screen, if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, there should be a little symbol that says "click here to join the Hangout or conversation," something along those lines. When you click that, that is where you post those questions. Otherwise, the comments you post down below, we won't see unless we continuously refresh the DCA YouTube page.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so Shadow Man, you said you had a topic for us, so let's start from you.
Yeah. I was wanted to bring up this first. I'm sure you're very much aware of this. If you're not, about the 14-year-old boy who was arrested over making a clock. He was arrested for making a clock because he had an interest in science and what have you, and he was arrested for simply, he wanted to make a clock. I'm sure, has anybody here gone into details of the headline, because I was going into details of it, and it was a crazy situation. I have no idea why on earth they would arrest him. What did he do? He didn't do anything. He just wanted to make a clock.
I'll tell you right off the bat why. One, the main reason, and I guarantee you, and people will deny this, the main reason is because he's Muslim. He has a Muslim name.
Yeah, it's Ahmed.
Ahmed Mohammed. That's his whole name.
Yeah.
And he's building a clock. Okay, fine, a clock. But, skeptical people and freaking people who still live in the past, they're going to be like, oh, he's Arab. He has an Arab name. He has this clock device. He's going to blow us up. That's the immediate, I guarantee you that was the immediate thing people thought.
Yeah, because, since the aftermath of 9/11, now, I'm not trying to, to take a stab at America and kind of turn anything around, but since the aftermath of 9/11, Americans, obviously you grew tired with security, and the Muslim community was also hit very hard because, Americans were starting to become very uncomfortable with Muslims in their country, and it's like they were pointing at them left, right, and center saying they're terrorists when they were not. They were just everyday citizens, but they were just being labeled that because of a few Muslims in the minority who ruined this, ruined their reputation because of extremists, because of the terrorists like Al-Qaeda. And it's like, America was becoming paranoid. Like, literally, this is a classic example of your paranoia. And I hate to say it, but, you guys were overreacting. Really. Was there a need to arrest him? Just because he has an Arab name? Just because, he could be Muslim, he's a terrorist, let's lock him up. For what? He had an interest in making a clock. It was a clock. I swear to you, if I was making a clock, nobody would have an issue with it.
Well, I can see the points, but I disagree. I disagree politely, just simply for the fact that I don't think race is the sole foundation as to why this boy was arrested. Yes, I will agree that Muslim people, especially after 9/11, do get the short end of the stick in terms of they're judged, they're stereotyped, they are, I guess, maybe a closer eyes or a closer eye, I should say, is paid attention to them. But this more or less has to focus on, I mean, the bubble wrapping of society, the bubble wrapping of our children. I mean, there's even talks which relates to this where, I mean, kids walking to school. I remember walking to school alone, which was quite a few blocks away, well, even more than that, from my house. And what was I walking at? You know what? Well, I don't know. Definitely like a very, very young age. I can't even remember exact age, but yeah, walking alone. As far as being able to play at parks alone without parents or parental supervision, the bubble wrapping of society has a lot to do with this, first of all. And B, as far as, inventions, the one thing which, again, I can't find a clear indication, there's a lot of things. I mean, some guy, kids get suspended regardless of their ethnicity for bringing, like, cannabis. One guy got suspended based on, like, bringing, I think it was a beer. Granted, a beer you don't want to bring to school, but whatever. There's been, like, if you search up, child gets suspended from school for X reason, the Texas incident is kind of the mainstream one right now, but there have been other people also, because it was questionable, the thing they brought was questionable, and they were suspended for pretty ridiculous reasons. I think in this case, granted, this kid, I mean, he's younger, and he doesn't really know, when you're a younger child, the politically correct way to go ahead and okay, asking a teacher, which there's one side of the story says he did ask, and one also it said that his principal said he could bring it, but then his English teacher or something was the one who ended up calling the cops, and that's how this whole dilemma started, because I think it was his English teacher, ended up kind of taking this to the next level. So ultimately, no, he's more than welcome to bring the invention, but or any item. But I think because especially even my own kids, like I have to watch what my kids take to school too, because there's so many new policies and things like that in place that wasn't back when we were their age and went to school. It sucks, but he should have really kind of asked multiple people or talked to somebody, so that way, yes, he has permission to bring this, and then this whole thing wouldn't have exploded to what it is now. But I don't believe this is just strictly focused because he is Muslim.
For sure. You got a good point there.
Yeah. I will say that is a very valid point, and even after the incident, people were obviously standing up for him because this whole situation was taken out of proportion. And yes, maybe he should have asked more people for permission to bring in the clock, but I suppose at the same time, when you look at it, it's over something very petty. That's how I feel about it.
He was black too, right? He's a black Muslim.
Yeah, he was Muslim, yeah. He was only 14 when he was arrested.
Is he black?
I don't think he was, no.
He's black, he's Muslim, and
he's Muslim.
And this happened in the United States?
It did, yeah. He was arrested for bringing a clock to school.
Right, okay.
In Texas.
Yeah, in Texas he was...
Oh, yeah, okay. That makes it even more... Alright, so here's the thing. We got this Black Lives Matter thing. That's a big deal here now. And the worst thing to be in the United States right now is an African-American Muslim. So I'm not saying it's totally based on race and religious belief, but and the fact that it took place in Texas, which is predominantly a Christian state, I'm willing to go out on a limb and say that teacher had a little bit of a bias towards that situation, and race and religion did play a part. How big the part was, I don't know, but I guarantee you, it wouldn't have. If he wasn't Muslim and he brought a clock into school, I think he'd be just fine.
Well, maybe not, because a lot of people. Well, these days there's people coming into schools and killing kids and whatnot. So that could it could be just an extra precaution. Oh, he's got this clock, but definitely for sure the fact that he was Muslim had a big part in it. It wasn't the whole entire part why he got arrested.
Did they search the clock before arresting him, or they just arrested him first, then searched the clock? Because I would search the clock first before arresting the kid. I mean, he's only 14 years old. It's kind
Well,
of jumping the gun a little bit.
they probably just arrested him because of the way the clock looked.
What did the clock look like? Does anybody?
It looked like I can't describe it very well. It from what I heard, it was I haven't seen a clear picture of the clock, but from what people were saying, or the people that ended up catching him said it looked like a bomb. It looked like hold on, let me see if I can pull up a picture real fast. Of this
It was
thing.
basically a clock connected to a circuit board.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up right now. I'll tell you.
Yeah, but do you not think that that demonstrates how sensitive people are becoming? Like, it's like you can't seem to bring in a clock to an American school for some reason when it's attached to a circuit, because you'll start thinking you're gonna blow up the place when you're just demonstrating something. But like that situation was just that went out of hand. That teacher shouldn't have overreacted. As Will said, it's a very Christian state, and I know that America is very attached to Christianity, and she shouldn't have been so biased, towards him.
Well, the school that actually happened, it's actually a neighboring school to the school I go to right now. And this day, I remember just about the exact day that this all happened, and I will remember that for a long time for multiple reasons. One, it was the same day as the random fight that happened at my school between two freshmen, one of them being pregnant. And the other is it made headlines in the news.
I have the article. It's really short. I'm going to read it so we're all kind of informed. All right. When his name is Ahmed Muhammad. When Ahmed Muhammad went to his high school in Irving, Texas, Monday, he was so excited. A teenager with dreams, of becoming an engineer. He wanted to show his teacher the digital clock he'd made from a pencil case. The 14-year-old's day ended not with praise but punishment after the school called the police and he was arrested. I built a clock to impress my teacher, but when I showed it to her, she thought I was a threat to her. Ahmed told reporters Wednesday it was really sad that she took the wrong impression of it. Ahmed talked to the media gathered in his front yard and appeared to wear the same NASA t-shirt he had on in the picture taken as he was being arrested. In the image, he looks confused and upset, and he's being led out of school in handcuffs. They arrested me, and they told me that I committed a crime of a hoax bomb, a fake bomb. The freshman later explained to WFAA after authorities released him. Period. Irving police spokeswoman, blah, blah, blah. Teenager did that because, well, it was a clock, she said. And the rest is just other random stuff. So that's that.
Alright. That's,
The fact that the clock was digital probably raised suspicion a little bit more. I could see that happening, but yeah, it's definitely an overreaction. And to just go right ahead and skip everything else and just arrest a 14-year-old. I mean, what does this world come to? The pussification of America, Jesse. That's what we call it when we're talking at work.
Yep.
And it's truly what it is. It's the pussification of America, where a kid can't even, you can't show how advanced your intelligence is anymore without it being questioned. Like, wait a minute, how is this kid so smart? How is he able to do this? How is he able to do that? Must be a bomb. Let's arrest him. That's what
yeah. Yeah, the days of being intelligent, being praised seems to have gone very backward. Like, everybody thinks you're mad and psychotic. If you made something very interesting, they'd be like, "You're up to something, aren't you?" I'm like, "No, it's an invention." I'm working on it. You know.
Exactly. By the way, did you guys hear what happened with the kid afterwards, or?
Yeah, he's going to visit Barack Obama. They're gonna, read the Quran and have a good old time.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they'll have
Oh.
a good old time.
Oh, that reminds me. It also got the attention of Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes, it did.
Who cares?
Why would he be interested anyway?
No clue, but
Again, who in the fuck is Mark Zuckerberg again? Like, I keep hearing this name, but I have no idea who the
We're
hell
the
it is.
co-founders of Facebook. Yeah.
He's the CEO of Facebook.
Oh, okay, yeah, alright. Well,
Yeah.
Why is he interested in this?
I found this on his Facebook page, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy altogether.
Actually, hang on a minute. Let me see if I can find that post again.
yeah.
No, I think the thing of it is, though, too, is, I mean, let's say, for example, like, first of all, the reason they reacted the way they did is, like, when I think that the way the teacher, I don't know if you guys already talked about this because I was AFK for a few minutes there, but she basically called it in like this could be a bomb. Well, the police, bam, they're going to react without even questioning anything at first, right? And because of that, because of how sketchy school environments are, I mean, my children's school, or all schools where I'm from, were put on lockdown because somebody called in with some kind of a threat. So yeah, there was police swarming all the schools here, both public and like just all school divisions here where I'm from. And yeah, it's like, well, granted, it's a little bit excessive, but at the same time, what if there's something were to happen? That's, I guess, yeah, it's still a stupid way, because you could say, well, really, what if this happened? Or what if that happened? You can definitely snowball over the hill there. But I guess the question is, to really rectify this, is where do you draw the line? I mean, you don't go too hard, and then bam, you end up having like a Boston Marathon bombings. You go too much, and you have a situation like this where something as innocent as a homemade alarm clock is now deemed to be a bomb, and this kid's now considered, or was considered, a potential terrorist, right? Where's the happy medium? And that's really the thing that a person has to, or society has to establish, which it will not happen anytime soon, that's for sure.
Right. I don't think there is a happy medium. It's either over excessive or not enough.
And
Yeah.
Alright, I found the post. I'm going to screen share it.
alright.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking these days.
Can you guys see it?
Hold on. He built a clock and was arrested when he took her to school having the skill and mission. If you ever want to come by Facebook, I'd love to meet you. Keep building.
As if he actually cares. Like, that's just a statement. That's just being trying to be sincere.
Yeah, this is a great way to get some good public relations treatment right here. Let's do it.
Give me money, please.
Oh man, this guy. Somebody screen share a picture of the actual clock if you can find it.
Yeah, if you can actually find it.
I'll look for it.
Are you our dark horse okay now, Will? He's watching the Hangout right now. How do you know he's watching the Hangout? Dallas Snooks. I'll answer that question. No. Why would I be? I haven't received an apology.
Oh,
So,
it's because he's commenting, that's why.
oh, is he? Oh, okay.
He said, can someone tell Leon to shut the fuck up?
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's definitely went that troll route now, I guess. Bad.
Yeah, just hold on a sec.
It's whatever.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Dallas, that's you, huh?
yeah.
What's up with I have to ask you, what's up with the snooks? Like, what is that?
I don't. To be honest, I don't even. I think I was just when I created my Google Plus account. I'm like, I don't want to fucking put my last name, which whatever. I don't know. So everybody at work calls me. Well, when I worked at the bar here at a different bar, they used to call me Snooks, like as in fucking Snooky, because I tan so much, right? And I was
Alright.
darker than her, so this I don't. It was a really weird kind of a joke, but whatever. It stuck. So I was like, ah, fuck. I'll just go Dallas Snooks.
There you go.
Yeah.
Take it, man. Well, yeah. To answer that question, no. Apparently, no, because well, what was said on Facebook was said, and to be quite honest with you, it's completely there's no excuse for it, really. I mean, for those who know, I mean, Shadow Man knows more than anyone else because it started with him, and unjustifiably so. And I guess I'm white knighting now because I'm telling the truth about the situation. I'm the white knight in shining armor with my shiny sword and my giant shield and my beautiful white pony. His name is Danielson, and I ride that motherfucker.
Oh, there's the digital clock he made.
That's it right there.
Okay, see, now looking at the fucking thing, that looks like a briefcase that could very well be, have a fucking explodable device in it. That's the clock? It doesn't even look like a clock. Is that legitimately the, that's the picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the clock.
Where's the clock part? Where's the...
Right here, the red. You see if you look closely, the red, you can see the numbers on it. This looks like after they dismantled it, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not in full function.
I mean, by going off that picture, I mean, holy crap, man. I can honestly see a little bit now what they're talking about, but yeah, man. I mean, if taken into consideration, still the kid's 14 years old, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I understand that type, suicide bombings and stuff like that, and kids are used in those purposes overseas. It's not very prevalent here. No matter what your religion is, you never really see children and women doing suicide bombings here in the United States. So again, I still think that they went overboard with this one.
Oh, actually, I wanted to bring this up. Now, this is actually in relation to the U.S. and it concerns our country. Yes, we Irish have a bone to pick with you because it was reported that we saw a U.S. spy plane flying around our country.
Hmm?
Yes, you're spying on us, you weirdos. And you're probably watching me shower, or I don't know. You're probably watching me right now. There was a spy plane spotted, like, flying around a certain pattern around our country, and it really questioned: are we a real sovereign state? That's making us think again, because there was a spy plane spotted.
We're on a secret mission to infiltrate your country and steal only the best of your potato crop.
No, not the potatoes. We need them for chips. We need them for fries. We might even need them for the big potato harvest. But you will not. You may take our potatoes, but you'll never take my freedom.
That was good.
Well said.
We need
Yeah, but that's worrying, because I wonder what the US are doing, and you're really breaching a lot of danger by doing that. I don't know why that spy plane was spotted. What it's doing there is a bigger concern, and you guys could get into trouble, big trouble, for it.
Maybe it's from here in good old Canada. Maybe it's our entire, I mean, we all know we have here in Canada have the best military in the world. The whole 15 airplanes that barely probably even work from the 1960s.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a worrying concern for our country, because it's a bit scary that your country is spying on us. I mean, we don't really have much to offer. We don't even have a frickin' military. We're a small country. We don't really, we've achieved a lot for such a small country, but what's going on there, I don't know, and it's kind of worrying, you know. I always thought I lived in security in my own country, but if the US are pulling things like this, that's making me think twice.
Hey, who knows? It could be just a spy plane flying by to go to another country.
Well, from the map that I was looking at, it was going around in sort of a triangular direction, like it was it was just going around a certain pattern around my country. Like I'll try and get the picture if I can, because it was saw it on a page that I've liked, which is called yeah. Here's the article. It was on the Irish Independent, and it says eyebrows raised as U.S. spy plane makes several passes over Ireland, and questions have been raised as to why a U.S. surveillance plane spent several hours over Ireland earlier this week.
What part of Ireland? Which area in particular?
It was parts of the southwest, parts of the Midlands, not really near enough me.
Is there any type of natural resource that's abundant there? Not talking about potatoes anymore. I'm talking about oil,
Well,
something like
we
that.
don't have any oil. Like we do have we did have oil, but we gave it all away. What our government did, which is the dumbest move ever. Besides that, if we had that money, then we wouldn't need a bailout. Let me just think. I honestly have no idea why that surveillance plane was around us. We do have some of the best meat in the world. Like our meat is fantastic. If you had our meat, you would. It's to die for. I'm not joking. We have great milk. Our milk is fantastic. You love our milk. It's like fresh, real fresh milk. We also. What else do we have that might be key? Well, we're very good for tourism. America loves Ireland. Like the amount of tourists we get from America is very beneficiary. I can't. We also have our soil's very rich, hence why we get a decent crop every year. But I have no idea why that spy plane was even near our country, and especially in the marked zone I'm looking at here.
I mean, that's the purpose of a spy plane, is for no one to know why it's there and it's spying. So
and like it is like great. Like our government, I'm sure will be on this hopefully, and maybe the European Union, because this is a huge breach of privacy right here.
I'm curious to see where this goes.
Well, it's kind of worrying because the plane was very near to where I live. I think it made stops into our main capital, which is Dublin. I think it was even. Yeah, it passed through. Yeah, it's been passing through different parts of Ireland. I think it's nearly been all around. There's like markings of the plane and where it's, been passing by. And, geez, it's been all over the place. But there is a marked zone where it was around for several hours. So, I honestly, don't know what's going on there. I mean, would you guys have any idea of why there would be a plane out here?
No.
Who knows? I don't.
Yeah, well, you'll pay. Don't think you're not gonna pay. You will pay. Because, the Irish, we have a lot of powerful friends. Yeah, you're gonna pay. Yeah, We're gonna kill you. Ugh. We'll get our Hurleys and the Slitters, and we will fight like men. Yeah, I know you don't know what they are, but hopefully you're not doing anything too dangerous. Hopefully, I pray to God, because from what I hear, Obama's controversial enough as it is, and well, I'm just going to leave it open. What do you think that plane is there? You have any clue?
I had no clue this was even happening, so I could have to be honest with you. Have no idea.
Okay. I'm just going to click in and just read more, see if there's anything of importance.
If I disappear from time to time, it's because at the same time I'm in the practice mode of Mortal Kombat X. I'm trying to get my MK skills back up to par. So I'm hitting the practice.
It says that this particular type of plane is used by the US Navy as an airborne command post and communications relay, mainly to convey instructions to its submarines. Our own aviation authority confirmed that a US military aircraft with pre-filled flight plan operated in Irish airspace on Tuesday with approval from the Department of Foreign Affairs. Oh. That's a bit odd. I do not know.
So it was
why
approved.
that is.
So there was a reason for it.
But that still is kind of worrying. It was spotted in Dublin, and obviously two areas that maybe, any American here does not know, but Jason here obviously knows, don't you, man?
Sorry?
The spy plane that was traveling around our country, Jason. The American
I
stuff.
haven't heard that until you said it. No, boss.
Oh yeah, it's there was a spy plane spotted in our country, and Wales trying to find us. It's all a scam.
That's how I get IP addresses.
Yeah. I know it's you, Cody. You've been wanting to get at me for years. Just because I wouldn't
What?
paint your things.
You did what?
Yeah, but let's see. They're kind of guessing as to what the plane was. They think it's a Boeing E-3 Century aircraft. I don't know much about planes. According to our Department of Foreign Affairs, they say that they permit U.S. military aircraft to overfly Ireland without seeking prior permission, provided they are unarmed, carry only cargo, and comply with navigational requirements. So, I can only assume that they're allowed in under strict guidelines, that you're not bringing in stuff, but at the same time, that's still raising an eyebrow where I'm from. Yeah, that was just taken from a very popular newspaper in Ireland called the Irish Independent.
This is interesting, but I don't have answers for you because I don't know. I wish we knew, man. I'm sure if it becomes something big, I'm sure like Anonymous will post something about it. They usually are the ones to do so.
Yeah. But like a lot of Irish people that have heard about this are very mad. They're very angry.
I bet.
If
Yeah.
anything catastrophic were to occur, Anonymous will be the first ones to know.
Yeah. Now, although I find them sketchy at times, they were even vouching for us, and they're still vouching when the Irish, when the water charges were coming in, and they were saying, Ireland, keep fighting for your freedom to have, free water and not be paying for it. So they obviously have been very supportive of us with that, and we're still rebelling against the water charges, by the way. Like, there's thousands of Facebook thousands of Facebook pages like of certain areas in Ireland saying no, and we're still saying no because we should not have to pay for it because we pay enough over here as it is.
Anything else on the docket here?
Actually, I want to, I've been seeing this all day on Facebook, and it really pisses me off because I don't understand how a human being can do any harm to a child.
Up, here we go. Now we're talking. Let's talk. This is the real serious shit.
So, there was a body in a trash bag found on Deer Island, which I believe is in Massachusetts, because this child lived in Dorchester.
Oh, yes, I've heard of this. Okay.
So, finally, today, the identity of that child was revealed. The child's name is Bella. So, they investigated it, and they arrested the mother. And this woman looks like a total crackhead. She went ahead and told the police that her boyfriend, punched her in the stomach, which caused her to die. Why?
Punch the girl in the stomach, the little girl?
Yeah, he punched her daughter, the little girl that was found in the bag, in the stomach. That's how she died.
Wow.
Like, I can't fathom. Like, I know I have a kid. I know Dallas has kids. I have another kid on the way. I can't fucking imagine. I can't imagine my life without my daughter in it. I can't imagine someone killing my kid, throwing him in a trash can, with my wife knowing the whole time and not even caring. Are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
People are ridiculous, man. I hope this guy rots in jail. I hope she goes with him just for knowing.
Did they catch them?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay. Well, because last I was reading, they were still searching for them.
Hey Scott, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
This is them.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, look at one of them looks like Luke Dog.
Good one, Will.
Oh,
And I mean, you could clearly see that they have issues. I mean, I'm almost like at this point, as far as this country goes. I mean, it seems that this type of behavior is more prevalent here than anywhere else. Some people should just not be allowed to breed. I'm sorry, man. I see all these people that have kids and an abundance of kids, but have no idea how to raise them, mistreat them, and then you have situations like this that are happening more and more often. I watch a lot of Tommy Sotomayor's stuff, and he covered maybe 2 or 3 stories in 1 week, where there was one story where a mother had her son's body locked up in a freezer inside her apartment for 2 years and was collecting child support from the father of the kid, and the father didn't even know his son was dead. He was inside of a freezer for 2 friggin' years. Then there was another case where the lady had her son's body or her daughter's body in the trunk of her car for 3 months collecting child support still. Stories like this really fucking bother me. And you guys see, I post on Facebook a lot, and I'll say a word like abandon all hope, and it's stories like this that truly make me feel that way. Like, you really have, at this point, it's like you have to abandon all hope, because people we're not, the human race, I truly believe, is not progressing anymore. We're kind of regressing. We're becoming more and more barbaric and vicious towards our own loved ones. And it baffles my mind as to why. Again, I'm with Jesse on this one. What type of a mentality do you have where you can look at that little girl and just, hit her so damn hard where she's dead? How old was this child?
3.
3 years old, an infant. What could she have possibly have done that was so terrible that you had to gut punch her so hard that she's fucking dead now. You shouldn't be hitting her at all, period, but Jesus Christ, man. For those who are watching, the link I'm providing in the group chat section, watch it and be forewarned. It is very graphic, but this is how Dark Horse got his name.
Well, people watching aren't going to be able to see that.
This is for us. I'll post it publicly later on somewhere else where I won't get anyone flagged.
Okay. So, I'm just going to read little clips of the story about this. It says, the mother charged in connection with the killing of Bella Bond told police her boyfriend, Michael Patrick McCarthy, punched the girl formerly known as Baby Doe several times in the stomach, which led to her death. Sources told Investigates. 5 Investigates. Whatever the fuck that is. McCarthy has been arrested and charged with murder, and Rachel Bond, Bella's mother, has been charged with accessory after the fact, Suffolk County District Attorney Daniel Conley said Friday. And then there was neighbors. Their neighbors were commenting on them there, and a neighbor said she, the mother, tried to be responsible, but she was on drugs. Said yes, I can't even pronounce this name. Yezio Mora Torres. She talked slurred. She'd come out and smoke a cigarette. Her daughter would be crying. The mother and the boyfriend are blaming each other for who harmed the child, said Massachusetts House Speaker Robert DeLeo. Bella's cause of death still puzzles investigators. However, Connolly said they have a strong case against the couple. We have a powerful evidence that has been provided us a manner of death that we will be able to prove in court, said Connolly. I don't get it. I don't know what goes through people's heads. Like, just like you said, you look at this little girl. Hold on a second. I have the picture of her right here. See that? Why would you want to punch her in the stomach?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, that pisses me off.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas, I want to get your opinion on this. I know you have kids.
Okay, so what is this now? Like, I didn't quite hear the story here.
So you see this little girl that's presented on the screen here?
Yeah.
Okay. Her body was found in a trash bag in June. And she was known as Baby Doe the whole time. Until today, her identity was revealed, and it turns out that that child's mother's boyfriend punched that child in the stomach several times and killed her. And the mother knew about this. She didn't care. He didn't care. For what reason? Why would you punch this 3-year-old baby girl in the fucking stomach? I don't understand. What is your view? Because I know you have kids. I want to know what you think.
It's stories like this that, yeah, I mean, there was even another one where some 2-year-old girl was killed by a 2-year-old, and her father was killed by this 22-year-old, which is supposed to be the new boyfriend of the mother. And I mean, obviously, I don't think the mother knew like this person did, but yeah, it's stories like this that really just make you want to like hold your kids tight and just never let them go, because it's like the public would it's just a sick world out there. I mean, I understand Will's point of view, where it's like you read these things and you shake your head and you really think, what is society like, and where is it going, and what's going on? But I don't know. You really see some good people in the world though too, which is nice. But yeah, you can never be too careful. And going back to the story about the clock, like you just, again, I mean, sick people, you can never be too safe. What are you gonna do, right? But yeah, I can't even read those stories because it makes me sick. Like yourself, I couldn't imagine life without my kids. They're a part of me, and I don't even want to think what the other side of it would be. That doesn't exist to me. They're here, and that's all that I see, and couldn't imagine it any way else.
Right. Man, I hope when this guy goes to jail that people inside the jail kill him because there's no death penalty in Massachusetts.
Yeah, capital punishment. I mean, yeah, I think that, and it wouldn't be the first time. I mean, I hope they don't just kill him. I hope they fucking castrate the guy and then, really put him through a really slow paint. Not that I am about that, but yeah, based on what he did, that's just such a horrific crime. And people in prison handle the law a lot better than the laws we have in place right now, right? So, yeah, I mean, if it happens, especially if people find out what he did, it wouldn't be surprising if he ends up getting killed in prison. Yeah.
Yeah, because prisoners in there have kids at home, and obviously, they would beat up people that beat children who are pedophiles as well. Like, they have to build separate sections for them because the prisoners would beat the living shite out of them.
They should take a couple threading needles and stick them right in his pee hole. That would be awesome. Right in his fucking pee hole. Like 3 or 4 threading needles and just right in there.
Slow, painful fucking death.
Just to hear the type of noises he would make, and then kill him after that.
Yeah. Slow, painful fucking death, and rightfully so. Anyone that punches a little child in the stomach, or they have to kill him. Anyone that does harm to the children, period. Like a little kid, fucking deserves all fucking shit.
The first step or whatever.
So, I mean, if anyone has anything else to talk about, please present it to us so we can chat.
Is Leon still here?
Who?
Leon.
Yeah, why?
That guy that was commenting on the John Cena match. Is he a Indian or something? You were saying?
No idea, but he was typing the exact same pattern that they would say back in the day.
Yeah, he said a link connection is between yourself and another. Search the link, be the link, and feel the link.
Okay, I got a question here, and it goes back to the Dark Horse situation. Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, shoot, cowboy.
Is Dark Horse bitch on his period or something? Because I don't know. I saw the message. I saw the status that he put up because Shadowman did a screenshot. That's the first thing that came to my fucking mind. Is that guy on his period or something? Because fucking... Oh, fucking no.
I will say this, for someone who was taking a break, I mean, he's putting a real lot... Like, it takes more effort to hit a comment section than to make a video. So, I mean, there is no break being taken. This is just... this is all being done on purpose. There's no reason for it. There was no reason to go at Shadow Man, and understandably, I got myself involved where I kind of really didn't need to. I just did it just because I was like, what the fuck is this? And now because I got involved, he turned it on me, and you know how I am. I'm not gonna fucking back down from anybody. So where me and him are at is where we're at, but now he's fucking with Leon, and for what reason? I don't know.
Fucking... If you're gonna keep bitching and everyone, Dark Horse, fucking bitch, like...
Will, let him talk this shit, because I just basically told him to go fuck himself, and he's drunk, that's why.
Oh, is he drunk?
Yeah.
Oh, good for him. It's about time.
Oh, that would explain it then. Well, nah, fucking, like, I saw the message, and I'm like, okay, what has Shadowman done? Mm-hmm. And yeah, justifiably so, Will. You got involved because you had every reason to get involved because, like, I was thrown off because, like, when Shadowman first said this, I'm like, okay, what is he talking about? I see the status, and I'm like, what's he doing that for? Like, he's got no justifiable reason. He's never presented any justifiable reason as to why he did say the biggest F goes to Shadowman, and I don't know if you saw, but I think he said the biggest F goes to Jesse or something like that. I'm pretty sure.
Whatever. Like, in all honesty, truthfully, like, I mean, Jesse feels the same way I do. I entertain the bullshit more so than he does, but at the end of the day, like I've said this so many times, and it's really the truth. Once I shut this off, it all goes away. When I shut this screen off, it all goes away. It really does. My day does not change. I do my daily routine regardless of what anybody says about me on Facebook or on YouTube. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. I just found out where Dark Horse is. He's on the Drunken Hangout WJ's doing.
Oh yeah, that's right. I see that as well.
I'm supposed to be on that one too, so
Oops.
look for
Yeah,
the fire.
he
Look for the
informed
fire.
me that he'll leave as soon as you go in. So
Of course he will.
just
Why
letting
would
you
he
know.
stay? That's on him, not me. Let him run for his life. That's fine.
Jeez, jeez.
We don't have to. We don't have to talk to each other, and I don't have to have an argument with him. To be honest, I really don't. I mean, what he's proven himself by his actions, what the situation is. So I really don't have much to say about it. He said it all. He has said it all.
Pretty much, yeah, he's proven what he is, and we don't
Mhm.
fucking well. I could go on and on and on, but you guys would get the gist of it pretty much of what the guys, what he is right now. It's and on the subject of that, like I think it was a hangout. Scott Shadowman, you know what I'm talking about. It was either on one of our hangouts that we were in or one of these hangouts. I think Will, I think was the first one that brought it up. Seems like people are going after Scott and Shadowman for no fucking reason at all. And I don't get that. Dark Horse, the latest person going after Shadowman. He's got no fucking reason to do that at all. I want him to explain if he ends up going back and watching this. And before he starts barking at me, which he probably fucking will, since I mentioned his name, you know what? He could go suck a fucking dick for all I fucking care. But in all seriousness though, like what has Shadowman done? What? Well, Will, again, that's understandable, but again, Will did that justifiably so because of the fact that, hey, he was going after Dark Horse is going after Shadowman for no reason. So, of course, you're going to get heat from that.
Well, I'll just pitch in on this. The reason that he was angry at me was because I took a few shots at him in a hangout with Will, and I think it was in one of Will's hangouts, and I took a few shots at him, but Will then informed me that sorry, I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. He then Will informed me that I was poking at Polston more than Dark Horse.
This is the truth.
Yeah,
Watch the video. You'll see it for yourself.
I'm gonna.
The fact of the matter is this, and this is why I don't understand it, and this is how you know it's just an attempt at getting shit fired up here in the YWC, is because ever since that hangout happened, it was me who had the problem. Yes, people chimed in, Jesse chimed in, you chimed in, somebody else was there too. It's probably NF Sting, but we're all in there, and it was my war. You know what I mean? And me and him made peace. And through that, every single one of us were on Hangouts together. You, Jesse, all of us, we've all been in Hangouts at the same time. And not once was there an issue between you and him. But now, all of a sudden, completely out of the blue, after he says that he's taking a break, he decides to pull this shit. It's just a bunch of crap. It's just a bunch of crap. And it's been done to death. It's been done to death. How many times have we seen this? How many times do we have to see it again? I mean, the only advice I could give him is this before I join that hangout and have him run for his life, because I get a kick out of it actually, is be more creative when you're trying to start like some type of drama-based shit, or like, because that's pretty much what this is a fucking work without it being a work, to make it seem more real. It could all be done in good taste and be just as effective, other than getting overly personal. Like Coulter reminded, like keep it, know when to curb yourself, and that's the truth. Maybe he doesn't know how to do that. Do I believe that he's drunk tonight? No, I don't. No, I fucking don't. He is not drunk. That's a bunch of crap.
If he's trying to start stuff, then from when this, as I'm hearing the reason, when this stuff that happened a while back, like a month or two back, or is this like a week or two ago recently? Is it like very recently, or like a while ago, like
All right, I'm gonna say some things about this, and this is gonna be the one and only time I'm gonna address this. So, like Shadow Man said, we were in a hangout, whatever. We used the Google effects, and we put stupid faces on us. He was Shadow Man was being Polston, and I was being Dark Horse. So this is when they were feuding. So I didn't care. Whatever. I'll make fun of you. Big deal. So yeah, I imitated him. He imitated Polston, and that's what happened. That's what we did, and that's probably what he's talking about. So he goes on Facebook last night, I think, and I didn't see it till this morning. A big fuck you to Jesse Azevedo, blah blah blah. You know, and I'm just gonna say this once, and this is it. I really don't care. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care if you call me a bitch. I don't care if you make a video bitching at me and burying me, quote unquote, and it doesn't matter to me. I'm not gonna come out here and reply to you and flip out on you, and that's not how I am. That's not what I do. I could care less. I have a life. I have a wife. I have a kid. More things in my lifetime to worry about than having to deal with responding to you because you want to get a rise out of people to have a less boring atmosphere. I can understand that. You want to have something to do. You want to have, I don't know, you want drama. You want an event to happen. Well, there's other ways to do it. You don't come out, say big fuck you to Shadow Man, then get in a fight with Will in a hangout, and then big fuck you to Jesse. It doesn't work that way. Now you're calling out Leon in the comments of this hangout? Come on.
You know what the Jesse? Yeah, exactly. You know what the sad thing is too, though, and I don't know if he realizes this. I'm sure he does, which makes it kind of sick in a way. Is that people's families and shit are on your Facebook. Like other people see that stuff, and they're gonna look at that and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, fortunately for me, he spelt my last name wrong, so I wasn't tagged in it.
Pretty hard to. Is he on your friends list?
Yeah.
How in the fuck did he spell your name wrong? It should like instantly bring up the bar on the bottom.
He put Jesse Azevedo instead of Azevedo.
Oh wow. Well, maybe he didn't want you to see it. Maybe that was the thing.
No, perhaps. Well, you tagged me in it, and I saw it anyway on my news feed. So it's like, whatever. It's nothing to me. I mean, Dark Horse, Danielson, Josh, whatever you want to be called today, you're not going to get a rise out of me. This is all you're getting out of me right here, right now. Even if you were in the room, I'd say the same thing. I'm not going to argue with you. It's fucking YouTube. It's a website. This doesn't justify my life. It doesn't control my life. Whatever you say means nothing to me. End of story. You can be my friend on YouTube if you want. You can't if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. At the end of the day, I know who my real friends are in real life. I know who my friends are in YouTube that stay true. But that's all I'm going to say about this.
Yeah. Enough time has been devoted to it anyway.
Yeah.
There's really not much more you can say about it.
Who's the Indian guy, Leon?
His name is the Eagle.
I see his comments. Like, what?
Hold on. I'm gonna read them. I'm looking at them right now.
Yeah, it was from that screenshot earlier, Jesse.
The plane of mortal existence is broken apart with the great divide of humanity. So says the Great Eagle. What the fuck is that?
And he doesn't know who John Cena is.
At Dark Horse TV Elite. The voice is the great power of what the fuck? World. Ruining the voice doesn't make you a man. I foresaw the great fire in which this was explained. Listen to the fire. I mean, it sounds pretty cool. Maybe you should heed that advice, Dark Horse. I don't know. Listen to the fire.
I'm not sure if he's referring that to me or what, but I guess this guy's a new fan of mine, I guess.
Yeah, and he doesn't know who John Cena
The
is.
second one was directed towards Dark Horse. The longer one was directed towards Dark Horse.
Yeah, I said that. I made that clear. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a peaceful version of the Ultimate Warrior or something.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
Can you believe he doesn't know who John Cena is?
I don't know, dude. People, if he's on the internet, I'm sure he knows who it is. That's, you know, you never know. People
You
just.
want to know why we dislike John Cena? This John Cena person.
All right, guys. I want to see if I can. I don't think I'm gonna get a link to that Hangout.
Probably not. I don't know. 'Cause
I was supposed to be on it. I was talking to WJ earlier today, and actually yesterday he said he was gonna throw me the link when it started, but.
yeah, he's still there currently.
How does like some channels have an actual live chat? Like not a question thing, but it's actually live chat. How do you do that?
When you do it via when you go into your what do you call it? What's that thing called, Jesse? Where it brings up the menu, like where your video manager, and you go down to live events and you start your stream there rather than on Google Plus.
Don't you need an app though to do that? Like, don't you need to download some kind of a live stream software?
No,
No.
no, not that I'm aware of.
Oh. Well, that's kind of cool then.
I've always wondered that too. Like, how are people doing? By the way, we haven't got a single question. Not that I expected any.
Sure. Who cares? If
Right.
no one gave you a question, it's not
The
a
only
big
thing
deal.
that we really had is these interesting comments in the video by Dave the Eagle.
Oh, yeah. Pretty much.
And me basically telling Dark Horse to go fuck himself.
That's a pretty good evening from my perspective.
Mm-hmm. Well, if we don't have anything else to talk about, we can actually end the hangout if you guys want, or if you have anything else to bring up, just say it now.
I just have like one small piece of wrestling news. It's only tiny.
Alright.
Now WWE Diva Paige was in an interview, like she was talking to the press, and a member of the audience asked her a question: was Nikki Bella, surpassing AJ Lee's record? Was that to spite CM Punk? That's what the interviewer asked Paige.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what her response is, but I'm pretty sure she would have just, pretty much what's that word? She would have just kind of sugar-coated it,
She would have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's blatantly obvious that that's the case. Nikki Bella, of all people. I mean, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
And Scott, you know how I feel towards that Raw with Charlotte, the way they screwed Charlotte over. You know exactly how I feel of that.
Yeah, and I actually watched SmackDown even though I said I wasn't going to.
What was that?
I actually watched SmackDown even though I said I wasn't going to.
I didn't.
Yeah, nobody showed up at Brie Bella's party.
I saw pictures on Instagram of I think Brie Bella and Alicia Fox getting cake on them.
Yeah.
That made me feel better.
Cody Brainerd, I want a title shot.
So I hear you want one.
I want a title shot.
Here's what I got to say that I will step up.
I'm trying to, and I've done it 5 times now. So.
The only one that's holding you back is yourself.
How many friggin' steps are there?
28.
It's a challenge. Clear as day. I've got an open spot that's coming up Thursday on the 24th.
I want a title shot, and I want it in a explosive dynamite on a pole match.
Get that? Get the fuck first.
Hold up.
Oh boy.
What?
Hey guys, on that note, I'm going to join WJ's Hangout, seeing as we're finishing up,
All right.
and let the games begin, I guess.
Oh, before you leave, there's a new combat pack coming out in 2016.
Yeah, who's a part of it?
There's rumors that Alien might be in there.
Ugh.
Oh shit.
Combat pack coming out in 20.
I heard rumors that there's going to be a story mode DLC thing where you be able to download the characters that you see in the story mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there's some guy called Ash Williams supposed to be in there too. I don't know who the hell that guy is.
It sounds like it'd be a ninja. Another ninja.
Oh, okay, because he's supposed to be in there.
As long as Rain is in there, I'm getting it, because he's one of my favorite characters from Ultimate.
Yeah, and Spawn's supposed to be in there too.
Spawn? Oh shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Jesus Christ!
Too fucking many characters from too many different genres of comic books and movies and other stuff like that. Alright guys, I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful evening, and I'm gonna go get myself in more trouble on YouTube, I guess.
Alright.
Alright,
good,
guys.
man.
Anyone have anything else to talk about? Are we good?
No.
Can't wait for 2K16 to come out next month.
Yeah, that'll be cool. So Dwayne The Rock Johnson's having got a baby on the way too.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I saw a thing of The Rock is having a pebble. Oh
Oh crap! I gotta mute my phone for a second. Somebody's calling. 1 second.
Alright. I don't have like a game system where I could play it, so I don't really have much to talk about. I know it'll be available for PC on Steam eventually, but
Yeah, which I have.
awesome. The only thing about Steam version of games is like it's so very close to the actual thing, but like the way they translate it, like for instance, Mortal Kombat X for Steam, it is horrible from what I'm hearing. All the reviews, Mortal Kombat X for Steam is fucking terrible because I guess it lags and it crashes a lot because it's not actually made by NetherRealm Studios. It's made by someone else, but it's the same thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah. What Steam basically does is copies the game. That's probably why.
Ugh, lame. What is that? Did he get in that hangout?
Yeah, shit. Sorry, I thought I muted my mic. I was just watching this. Yeah, he's in there.
I'm gonna have to bring it up myself here.
That's funny.
Drunken hangout.
Actually, let me see if I can get it. I could probably get it up within 2 minutes.
That Dark Horse is not even in there.
No, he ducked out.
Yep, Will called it.
I like how we're doing a hangout of somebody else's hangout. That's funny. It's like what do they call that? What the fuck's that? Inception.
Yeah, and as far as Dark Horse starting with me, I don't really care because I have to worry about me and my girlfriend's anniversary next month.
There you go. Alright, dudes. I think it's safe to say we can end this one, right?
Yep.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
on behalf of myself, Dallas, and Will of Death Clock Armageddon. I'd like to thank everyone joining us in our hangout once again, bringing up great topics, great conversation. Of course, some comedy as usual. Good times, good times. Thank you, everyone. Shadow Man, Scott,
You're welcome.
Shield of Valley Castle, who kept popping in, Cody, and Leon, of course.
You're welcome.
So,
Yeah.
have a great night, and yeah, keep it real, dudes. Real.
Cheers, guys.
Right.